Alrighty, baseball fans, we're back with some fall classic baseball action for you guys. Many of you know that I replaced computers a couple months ago. Actually, it's been a couple months already. I think I got replaced them in June. It's September. Maybe it wasn't June. I don't know. Anyways, I replaced the computer, and I actually emailed the replay people, Pete, and I don't know if I got a reply from him or not about it. And I was going to just take my old computer into work so I could look up the serial numbers. So I decided again today, after I was watching Dave Gardner play some Apple baseball. I was getting in the mood to play some baseball again. So I said, maybe I'll email Pete and see if I can get that replay baseball. And within like 2 minutes, he got back with me this time. Like I said, maybe last time he got back with me and I just didn't get the email or whatever. But within 2 minutes, I had sent him my code. He sent me back the information. I installed the files and boom, bippity boop, bop, boom. And we were back up and running. So thanks to Replay Baseball. And of course, you guys know I love their computer program. I use it for everything. So we're going to be playing Opening Day 2019. Opening Day 2019. And this is the Baltimore Orioles at the New York Yankees. And who would have think, 2019 season, right? And then you got the 2023 season that just happened. And what a turnaround in just 3-4 years? Because in 2019, the Yankees were 103 wins, I think. 103 wins and something. And Baltimore was terrible. Absolutely horrible. I don't even remember what their record ended up being. Let's see. Their record ended up being 54 and 108. That's not very good. So, yeah. So, and then you look at 2023 where now Baltimore dominated the division and, didn't dominate because the Rays are so good too, but then the Yankees ended up being on the bottom. So, that just goes to show you a couple years and what a turnaround, and that's what makes, I guess, all the baseball purists excited is because every year could be your year, man. It could be your year. So, anyways, I'm shuffling up the fast action cards. You guys usually know how I play this with the fast action cards to make things go very quickly and very fastly and smoothly. I try to make it as smooth as possible. Anyways, so let's get to it. I'm just cutting. Here we go. Let's go. Let's get into it. So move this out of the way. We got the starting lineups for you guys is, let's see, do I have the starting lineups? I have the starting lineups somewhere. Here's the starting lineups. Cedric Mullins is in center field. Dwight Smith Jr. is in left field. Jonathan Villar is at second base. Trey Mancini is the DH. Rio Ruiz is at third base. Joey Rickard is in right field. Chris Davis is at first base. And Hazar Sakura is the catcher. And Richie Martin is the shortstop. Pitching today for the Baltimore Orioles is going to be Andrew Cashner. Now, for your Yankees, you got Brett Gardner in center field. You got Aaron Judge in right field. You got Giancarlo Stanton in left field. You got Luke Voigt as the DH. You got Miguel Andujar is at third base. Gary Sanchez is the catcher. Greg Bird is at first base. Gleyber Torres is at second base. And Troy Tulowitzki is at shortstop. Starting pitcher today for the New York Yankees. You can see him right here. Marashino Tanaka. There you go. Tanaka versus Andrew Cashner. All right. And John, what's going on there? Good to see you. We are getting ready to go. If you're not familiar with Fall Classic Baseball, it's basically very similar to Apple Baseball. and you're rolling 2d6, you're going to get a number from 11 to 66. You're going to look at the batter's card to see what, if there's a result. If there's no result, then you look at the pitcher's card. Those pitcher numbers are 31, 32, 34, 35, 36, 41, 42, 43, 44. I'm sorry, 45, 56, 61, 62, 63, 64, and 65. Another thing that comes into play with the pitchers in Fall Classic is you can see there's an A day, a B day, and a C day. Obviously, A day is above average, B day is a normal day, and then C day is below average. And you roll to see what kind of day they have. And I rolled a 6 for Tanaka, so he's going to be on an A day, which means he's going to have normal, better than average day. So let's see what happens. All right. Hopefully everything looks good on the screen. Can you guys see everything? Okay. Let's get into it. And I got my little Appa shaker here. So it's Cedric Mullins against Marishino Tanaka. I rolled a 21. So we look on 21. There is a result there for Mullins. That is a K. So we simply go over here and put the strikeout in there. And that is it for Cedric Mullins. Next up is Dwight Smith Jr. Oh, and I'm throwing dice. I'm throwing the cup. I'm throwing everything. Holy cow. Oh, Tony, hey, how, yay, ha. I was going to text you today and see how you were doing. I wasn't sure what time your thing was. Hope all is well. Hope the recovery goes okay, and hopefully they put you on lots of medicine. And when you get a chance, just text me and let me know how things went, man. Hope all is well with you, my friend. Relax and watch some baseball here. So Dwight Smith Jr. rolls a 16. 16 for him as a strikeout, and that's back-to-back strikeouts by Tanaka. 2 up, 2 down for Jonathan Villar. Johnny, what are you going to do for me? Let's see what he is going to do for you. Jonathan Villar. 61. 61 you can see is blank on his card. So we simply look at the Tanaka under 61. A strikes out the side. That's some broccoli cauliflower medley there, my friends. That is all gas. Oh, yeah. So, we go to the bottom of the first inning. And Andrew Kashner steps up to the plate. Or steps to the pitching mound, actually. And he's going to be off against Brett Gardner here. Brett Gardner. 65 for Gardner. Oh, we got to roll to see what kind of day Kashner is going to have. Andrew Kashner rolls a 1. He's going to have an A day as well. So under the A day, you can see here 65 home run -1. So home run -1. So that means he is not going to be able to get a home run because Brett Gardner doesn't have any plus there. Like, let's look at, say, let's see if there's that result there anywhere. No, I think it's just going to be a deep fly to center field because with Kastner having a good day. Otherwise, it'd be a 1-2, would be a home run. But before any of that happens, we actually have to roll a 20-sided dice to see if he gets a strikeout. So 1-4, it's just going to be a strikeout. Otherwise, it's going to be a fly out. It's a 16. But again, the home run -1 chance. So if he had, say, a home run +10, so he would subtract the 1 from the 10, it'd be a 1-9. But in this case, he doesn't have anything. He gets a -1, so there's no chance of him getting a home run off of Kastner. So this is going to be a fly ball, center field, and Brett Gardner is out. That's kind of a weird one to start off with if you're not familiar with the Fall Classic, but normally that doesn't necessarily happen. You'll see most everything in Fall Classic makes really good sense. Aaron Judge is up. Aaron Judge, 63, nothing there. We look at 63 as an out. So what I'm going to do is just pull down the next card, and you can see it says fly out to center field. So that's what Aaron Judge did, fly out to center field. 2 up, 2 down for Cashner, and it's Giancarlo Stanton. Giancarlo, 34. 34 is an out, and once again, it's going to be a ground out to short. We're going to call it 6-3 on the putout. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Cashner here, and we are off and running in the 2019 season. Tanaka comes back out to the bump, and he is fouled by Trey Mancini for the Baltimore Orioles. No score here, heading into the top of the second inning. It is a 16, another strikeout. Baltimore is just swinging at everything. That is 4 up and 4 strikeouts for Tanaka. He could have a record going here. Rio Ruiz is up. Rio, 12 for Rio. That is an out and an X, which means if there was somebody on first, it would be a double play if it's a ground out. But in this case, there's no one on first, so it doesn't matter. It's just a fly out to right field anyways. Fly out to right for Ruiz. That brings up Joey Rickard. Joey. 52 is a KD defense. So we look at 52 here. We got to look at the next one, actually. It is going to be a shortstop error chance. So we're going to look at Tulowitzki here. Troy Tulowitzki. Where is his card? Here's his card. So we look at his error rating at he's at shortstop. His error is a 0. So he doesn't have any errors. He can't make an error, so we don't even need to roll. Normally you would roll to see if he made an error, but in this case, we know he's got a 0, so no matter what we roll, it's going to be higher than 0. And he is not going to make the error. So we're going to call that a 6-3 putout. That brings up Chris Davis. He either gets a strikeout or a home run. You can see on his card. It's pretty brutal. Oop, I don't need that 20-sider. And I don't need to hit the camera. Let's try that again. Sorry. Here we go. And it's a 35 on Tanaka is an out. And it's going to be a fly ball to right field. And it's another 1-2-3 inning for Tanaka. This game is going to go by really quickly if these pitchers keep continuing to make it very easy for me. All right. Everyone doing okay? Tony, hopefully your surgery went well. Everything's okay. And let's go with Andrew Cashner against Luke Voigt. No, should be Andahar is up. So Luke Voigt must have made the last error. 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. Luke Voigt. What did Luke Voigt do? How come there's one out? I think let's undo that last play. Hang on a second. Yeah, it is Voigt up. I didn't roll for Voigt. I don't know. Maybe I double-clicked it somehow. Luke Voigt, 46. 46 is going to be a ballpark. This is the first time we are going to look at the New York Yankees ballpark card. And we're going to roll a 20-sided dice. And Luke Voigt is a right-hander, so we're going to look at the BR column. And rolled a 19. That means he hit a single. He's going to try and stretch it into a double. And we're going to look to see if he's safe or not at second base as he stretches it into a double. And so We're looking at the roll the 19th, so it's going to be right fielder. That is Rickard, Joey Rickard. And we look at his assist chance to get him out. Joey Rickard in right field. And he's got a 0, so he is not going to throw out Luke Voigt. Again, another 0. So that is just going to see simply a double as Voigt wraps it in the corner, and no problem as he gets to second base. So Luke Voigt is on second for Miguel Andujar. And we have our first base runner of the game. Andujar, 32. 32 is going to be a double onto 1-8. Uh-oh. 1-8, and it's a double. No, that is a 14. So that is not going to be a double. In fact, it is going to be... He is a right-hander, so right-hander is going to be ground out to third with the runner at second, and he is going to hold. So it's going to be a 5-3 put out. 5-3, but holding at second base is going to be Voigt. So a good defensive place by Ruiz. It would have been a double down the line, but Ruiz keeps it in front of him, throws him out, and keeps the runner at second. Great defensive play there by Baltimore. And it's now up to Gary Sanchez. 15 is a swing and a miss. He's swinging at the knee cheese. And that's 2 outs now for Greg Bird, the Word. Greg the Bird Word. 43 is an out, and that is going to be a ground out down to first. And he's going to take it to the bag unassisted. And after the leadoff double, the Yankees are unable to score on the great defensive play by the third baseman. And then we have a scoreless ball game after 2. So, somehow Chris Davis is up. And I think I messed up, so we're going to have to undo that. Chris Davis is up. He rolls a 45. That's an out. That is going to be a line out right at the third baseman for Chris Davis. Now we have Jesus Segura. 21 is another strikeout by Tanaka. And last but not least, we have Richie Martin. 65, and that is a home run on the 1-8. And he has no adjustment on his card, so Richie Martin gets a home run. It's Stanton going back. He's going back, and he watches it gone. Richie Martin lights in, touches them all. It is 1-0 in favor of the underdog Baltimore Orioles here in Yankee Stadium. And Yankee Stadium is quiet all of a sudden. And Tanaka cannot believe he gave up that gopher ball. And that brings up Cedric Mullins. 55 for Mullins. That is still an out, though. And that is going to be a fly ball to center field. And that's going to do it. But the Baltimore Orioles pick up a run on a hit. And we go to the bottom of the third inning. It is 1-0. And Gleyber Torres is up for the first time in 2019. No enemies here. What's going on, my friend? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome, one and all. 1-1, and that is going to be a walk plus on a 1-16. Otherwise, it'll be an out. So 1-16, it'll be a walk plus. Otherwise, an out. And he rolled a 4. I don't know if you can see that, but it is a 4. So it's a walk by Torres, and then he tries to steal. second base. His stolen base rating is a 17. Sakura. And we will see, does he have any... He has a strong arm, so it's a -2. So Gleyber Torres is 1-14, so -2 is going to be 1-12. He's in there safe. And the roll, and it's a 6. And Gleyber Torres with his first stolen base of the season. And he will steal second base. So Torres on second. So the Yankees, for the second inning in a row, have the leadoff man on second base, Troy Tulowitzki. Uh-oh. That is hit well. That is hit far. It is going. It is going. It is gone. Troy Tulowitzki with his first at-bat of the season. He deposits that one out into deep right field. And just like that, the Yankees take the lead back 2-0. I'm sorry, 2-1. That brings up Brett Gardner. 33 for Gardner. So that's a single plus on a 1-10. Otherwise, it's a walk. So I roll a 14, so it's a walk. So no, it's just a walk, no single plus. So Gardner gets to first. And that brings up Aaron Judge. All rise, the Judge has arrived. 33, and that's going to be a base hit single. We got to see what happens with the single. First goes to third because it's hit to right field, so it's going to be a single plus. Gardner moves to third. Judge goes to first. 2 men on, nobody out here again in the bottom of the third inning. Giancarlo Stanton. Defense is going to play back. They'll give up the run, but they want these outs. 25. He strikes out Giancarlo Stanton on the curvy. It's a curveball. It's a curvy. That brings up Luke Voigt. Luke Voigt, 24. He's hit by the pitch on a 1-12. 1-12. He's hit by the pitch. That is a 12. He was hit. I think he leaned into that one a little bit. You hear some barking coming out of the Baltimore dugout. But we're going to call that a hit by pitch. And the bases are loaded for the Yankees with only 1 out. Again, defense is going to play back. They're going halfway. They're going for the double play. Andahar against Cashner. 46 and no park home run. So Miguel Andahar did not hit any home runs, so he rolling on the ballpark, but he cannot get a home run off of this because he did not hit a home run in the regular season. He's a right-hander. So let's see what he gets. Rolls a 9, and that is going to be a foul ball. Roll again. So simply a foul ball by Andahar. We're going to roll again. Bases loaded. Big play of the game here. 41. And Kastner walked him. Oh boy, he walks in a run. That's not what you wanted to see there. Andahar is aboard, and that brings up Sanchez. Bases are still loaded. 1 out. Sanchez, 44. This could be trouble. 1-2, it's a home run. 3-13, it's a double. 14 or 15, it's a triple. Anything else, it's a single. Oh, he's going to get a hit no matter what. And that happens to be an 11. And that's going to be a double. On a double. Unless there is not 2 outs. So who's Andujar's on first base? Let's see if he scores. He has to be fast. He's only an average runner, so he will not score on the double. And the Yankees are blowing this one open here in the third inning with a big hit by Gary Sanchez. And he has given the Yankees a 5-1 lead. And now it's Greg Bird. You'd almost want to put Bird on to set up another double play, but Bird is so weak. He only hits 171 average. So they're just going to pitch to him. And the defense, again, will play in. They're going to play in. They're going to try and keep that run from scoring. It rolls a 54. We're going to the 54 chart, which happens to be on the back of this card here. And we have runners at second and third. Men on base. We go to the Wilder, okay. Framing the pitcher, refer to the catcher's range. All right, so we got to look at Secure's range here. His range at catcher is a B. So where are we? Men on base. Wait a minute. Oh, that's only the Wilder. Sorry. Men on base, wild pitch or pass ball. Refer to the pitcher's wild pitch rating. Cashner, wild pitch is a 1-14. Is it a 15? No. He does not throw a wild pitch. Just barely kept in front of him, the catcher. Ooh, that was huge play. A wild pitch would have scored a run, obviously. So we can move this one back around. All right. So Greg Bird gets another chance here. Crazy. I just got done with the 1961 Orioles at Yankees game. All right, Greg Bird against Cashner here. 33, and he walked Bird. That's not what you wanted to see at all. So Cashner really coming undone here in the third inning. 5 runs by the Yankees. And that brings up Gleyber Torres. They're going to have to pitch to Torres, and there's activity in the bullpen. 21, he strikes out Torres. That is huge strikeout. And that brings up back Troy Tulowitzki, who hit the home run to give the Yankees a 2-1 lead. Troy Tulowitzki says 36. That is an out. So we will look at the out. And in this case, it's a ground out to second. We're just going to say 4-3. But the damage is done as the Yankees score 5 times off of Cashner. And they take a 5-1 lead after 3 innings. And the hometown crowd back into this one. Tanaka comes back out. And Dwight Smith is up at the plate. 12 is an out. That is going to be a fly out to center field by Dwight Smith. 51 is a defensive check. It is going to be a first baseman exotic error. Exotic error on the first baseman chart. So the first baseman is Bird. Let's see what Bird's error He actually has his error of 0. Greg Bird has an error at first base of 0, so no error. So he won't be an exotic error as he doesn't make an error. So there's no error. It's just going to be we'll call it a 3-1 play. That's fine. And it brings up Trey Mancini. 15 for Mancini, and that's a strikeout by Tanaka. And it's a quick 1-2-3 inning, not what the O's needed. So Kastner going to try to go through another inning here, and he's going to face off against Brett Gardner. Uh-oh, 33, another. 3 is going to be a single plus. Single, and then he's going to try to steal. He's a 17 -2 for the catcher. It's a 15, 1-15. And he rolls a 12, and he's in there, stolen base. So the Yankees really taking it to him now. Aaron Judge is up. 46, that's a ballpark. Aaron Judge, you can see, does not say no home run because he hit 27 of them. So we're going to bring back out Yankee Stadium. Rolled a 16, and he's going to foul out. He's a right-hander, so he's going to foul out to the first baseman. So foul out to 3. Chris Davis catches it over by the netting. And that brings up Sean Carlos Stanton. 62 is an out, which happens to be a fly out to left field. That's Smith Jr. over there. And that brings up Luke Voigt. 34 is an out. Another fly out to Smith in left field. And a good bounce back inning by Andrew Kastner. Good bounce back inning. And that brings out Tanaka here for the 5th inning. Opening day 2019. Ruiz is up. 2-2 is still an out. Normally doubles are good. It's a ground out. We're going to look at the white die. It's 2 is going to be a ground out to the catcher. So we're going to call that a 2-3 put out. That brings up Joey Rickard. 1-1 is an out. And that is going to be a right-hander. Ground out to short. .24 is going to be hit by pitch on a 1-6. And that is a 20, so it'll be an out. He's a lefty, so it's a ground out to first. And that'll be it for the O's. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Kastner trying to get through another inning here. Down 5-1. Andujar. .53 is going to be a defensive check. We're going to look at 53. Right field. Right fielder is Rickard again. Joey, what's your range, buddy? His range in right field's a 12. 1-12, he makes the catch. Anything else, it's going to be a single. He rolls a 2, so Rickard makes the catch. Fly out to right field for Andujar. Brings up Sanchez, who actually has the biggest hit in the game so far. A big double, driving 2 runs in the 3rd inning. Sanchez, 24. He's hit by a pitch on a 1-14. 19. Nope, it's going to be an out. Fly out to left. And then we will bring up Greg Bird. 1-1 is a strikeout. Like I said, most of the good hitters, when they roll doubles, are going to get something good. And we're into the 6th inning. 6th inning for Tanaka. Up 5-1. They're going to let him go another inning. Ruiz, 43. Out. Ground out to second base. Joey Rickard. 46. We're going to no home run again. As Rickard did not hit a single home run. He did have a two. No park home run, though. But he did have 2, so he must qualify for the no home run. He is a right-hander, so only home run on a 1 anyways. He rolls an 18, so it's a single. He's going to stretch it into a double. It's hit to center field, which is Brett Garner. We need to check Garner's assist chance. Brett Garner in center field has a 1. So on a 1, he will throw him out at second. Otherwise, he's in there for a double. It's a 6. He's in there safe with a double. So Rickard with the big double off of the ballpark card. Chris Davis is up. No. Somehow I got that all out of whack here somehow. So that was Martin that got the hits. That brings up Cedric Mullen. Somehow I messed it up. Of course I did. We're going to the 54 chart. Oh boy, here we go. 54 with men on base. And we're going to check Tanaka's wild pitch. 1-13. Is it a 17? No, it is not a 17, so no wild pitch. Okay. Go again. 24 hit by pitch, and then he tries to steal. So hit by the pitch, and well, he can't steal because there's someone on second. So Baltimore with a couple of men on base all of a sudden. And that brings up Smith Jr. 31 is a base hit single. Base hit single. Runner at second. And Martin. We got to see, is Martin fast? No, he's actually slow. So he is going to hold at third base on this single. So he loads the bases up, though. And that brings up Jonathan Villar with the bases loaded. The bases loaded. And Tanaka wind up the... Oh, it's a defensive check. 51. So first base error. That's... Oh, Bird. We know Bird is not going to have an error. So it's just going to be 3 unassisted. That brings up Trey Mancini with 2 away. But the run comes in to score. Oh no, it's going! It's going! It is gone! Trey Mancini with 35 home runs now, counted as number 1, and just like that, the Orioles are back into this one. It is all tied up at 5 apiece. Ooh, nilly. That brings up Reyes here. Reyes, 5-5 is your score. And maybe they shouldn't let Tanaka in this long. But if you look at Tanaka's stat line, he only gave up coming into this inning, 1 hit. And he had no walks and 6 strikeouts. Why would you take him out? So Reyes is up. 24 for Reyes. That'll mean out. And it's going to be ground out to second base. And that's going to do it. But the damage is done. And the Fighting O's are back into this one. And Cashner is being pulled. They're going to be bringing in... It's going to be Mike Wright is coming in. Let's see what kind of day Mike Wright is going to have. Mike Wright is having an A day as well. Look at everyone's having a good day. And he's going up against the Gleyber Torres, Troy Tulowitzki, and Brett Gardner for the Yankees. 5-5 is your score. Bottom of 6. Gleyber Torres, 51, a defensive check. That's going to be a third baseman error check. That's Ruiz. Let's see what his rating is over at third base. Error of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll be an error on Ruiz. He rolls a 12, so no error. So we're just going to call that a 5-3 putout. Troy Tulowitzki, who's hit a home run in this game. 35 is going to be a base hit off of Wright. A base hit single by Troy Tulowitzki. And that brings up the top of the order, Brett Gardner. Oh, Gardner! Gardner! How many times am I going to roll 66? It's going! It is gone! Brett Gardner only hits 28 home runs. He's hit another one. First one of the season for him. That brings up Aaron Judge as the Yankees take a 7-5 lead. 15, he strikes out Judge. And he needs Giancarlo Stanton out of there. 12 for Stanton. He walks Stanton. That brings up Luke Voigt. 35 is a single as well. Runner first is Stanton. He's an average runner. And he will advance. So Stanton goes to third. So runners at the corners for Andahar. Mike Wright not doing great here. Needs to buckle it down. He needs a big out. 1-1 is an out. Fortunately for him. And that is a right-hander. It's a ground out to short. And they'll just go 6-4 on the easy play at second for the out. So, the plot thickens here going into the top of the 7th inning. And Tanaka's out of there, and they're going to be substituting. Adam Ottavino is coming in to pitch. Adam Ottavino is coming in to pitch. And he'll be facing off against Joey Rickard here. Here we go. Crazy game. 7-5. Top of the 7th. Rickard waits. 45. Oh, we got to see what kind of day Mr. Ottavino is having. He rolls. It was on the side, so we're going to roll again. It is a 10. She's going to have just a normal day. He rolled a 45, and that's going to be a walk. So he walks Rickard to start off the inning. That brings up Chris Davis. Chris, 35 is out. And what kind of out is it? Uh-oh. It is. He is a lefty. It's a ground out to first with a runner at first. It's a 3-6-3 double play. Unless Unless the pitcher is a weak arm. No, he does not. He has a strong arm. So it's going to be a 3-6-3 double play. 3-6-3. I don't know why if it's a 3-6-3, there's nothing to do with the pitcher in that at all. I'm not sure why the pitcher, if he was late covering, safe at first. Anyways, it's a 3-6-3. 3-6-3. I believe is what it is. And that's going to get 2 outs by Chris Davis. Way to go, Chris. And we'll bring up Jesus Secure. 61. He strikes him out. And we're going to the 7th inning stretch. Everyone stretching, pulling those muscles. Let's do it. Let's go, everybody. Get up and stretch-a-roo. Here we go. We're going to the bottom of the 7th, and it's Mike Wright against Gary Sanchez. 7-5 is your score. Oh my gosh. Gary Sanchez, have yourself a day. It is gone. Gary Sanchez with the home run. Another 66. I almost roll 66 as much as Dwayne does. Good Lord. Dwayne Martz rolls 66 every other pitch, I think. Greg Bird. 52, that's a defensive check. It's going to be a second base error. That is Villar. Let's see if Villar makes an error. Villar at second is an error of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's a 10. 4-3 put out. That brings up Gleyber Torres. 52, another second base error check. And we know it's a 4. Let's see if we can roll it again. We rolled a 20 that time. So no error. It's another good play as he bobbles his second one in a row. And that brings up Troy Tulowitzki. 16, he strikes him out on the broccoli cauliflower medley. There's some gas over there. So Mike Wright comes back with a nice 1-2-3 inning. We go to the 8th. Everyone hold on. It's coming down the wire. 8-5 is your score. Richie Martin against Adam Andavito. And 8th inning, huh? Let's see who they have on the bench. They have Alberto, which is a 305 batting average. They have Severino. They have Nunez, and they have Jackson. Okay. They don't have anyone great, but Martin's at short. They don't literally have anyone that plays shortstop. 7-8, 3-5, 7-2, 4-5, 7-9. They don't have anyone that plays short. So I guess we're not substituting for Richie Martin, even though he only bats 208. Richie Martin against Adam Andavito. 35 is an out. It's a line out to the shortstop. And that brings up Cedric Mullins. Mullins is horrible. What position is he playing now? Is he in center field? They could take Jackson, but he doesn't do anything either. Good Lord, Baltimore's horrible. Whew. Cedric Mullins with his .094 average. .63 strikes him out. Baltimore is horrible. No wonder they only won 54 games. Dwight Smith Jr. 15, he strikes out, and it's a 1-2-3 inning by Andavito. Oh my God, Baltimore is horrible. Whew. You're embarrassing me, Baltimore. All right, so Wright is out. We're going to bring in David Hess. David Hess is coming in. He's going to face off against the lefty, Brett Garner. 15. Strike him out on a 1-14. That is a 13. He strikes him out on the broccoli cauliflower medley. There's some gas out there. Woo! Smell it all the way up here. Aaron Judge. 62. Oh, we got to find out what kind of day David Hess is having. 2 in a day. 62 is an out. Out says line out to a right field for Aaron Judge. Did not do much today. And Giancarlo Stanton. 65 against Hess. Now, Hess does give up a lot of home runs, as you can see, 1-17. First things first, 1-5, it's a strikeout. I rolled a 19, so no strikeout. Then 1-17, no adjustment for Giancarlo Stanton, so 1-17. Wait a minute, what kind of day is Hess having? 12. It is gone! Giancarlo Stanton hits a home run. And it's now 9-5. That brings up Luke Voigt. 63. And that'll be an out. And that's a fly out to center field. And now the Baltimore really need to put it together if they're going to do anything here. And Andavito is going to give way to Mr. Zach Britton. The Britton guy. Zach Britton in the 9th. Top of 9. 3 outs away. 9-5 is your score. And let's see what kind of day Zach Britton is going to have. 7. Ooh, he's having a bad day. Ooh. Jonathan Villar. 62. 62. It is still going to be an out. Ground out to second base. That's Torres over to Bird. Trey Mancini, who hit a big home run and tied everything up in the 6th inning. That seems like hours ago now. Trey Mancini says 13. That'll be an out. And he's a right-hander, so it's ground out to short. And the hometown crowd is on their feet, giving Branton a standing ovation as the Yankees try to open the season with the big win. 22 is a single. 22 is an out by Ruiz. That's going to be a fly ball to right field. And that, can't access the file because it's being used by another program. No! No! What is that malarkey? I wonder, did it... Let's see if it saved it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Um... 9-5. Resume. Maybe it was just the last play. Yeah, it was the last. Ruiz, what did Ruiz do? Flew out to right. Let's see if it'll access it now. There. For some reason it did it. Okay. There it goes. Tanaka with the win. The loss goes to Mike Wright. The MVP of this one, Gary Sanchez. Look at that. The Yankees go to 1-0 and Baltimore 0-1. Let's see what else we have in today's in history. We can see if there's any close games going on. Oops. Oops. I hit the wrong button. Let's see if I'm... No. I don't want that. Oh, for some reason it's not letting me... Some games haven't even... Play daily. How do I get it to finish, auto finish? I thought you could come here. I don't want to individually do every single one. I thought there was a way to... It's not like giving me... It's not giving me the... It's not giving me the... Let's close it and bring it back up because it's not giving me what it should be giving me. Atlanta beat Philadelphia 1-0. Let's see if I can oops, that's the wrong button. I want to just end the game. Should be an option to like auto play the day. I'm not sure why I'm not getting that. That's weird. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I don't know what's going on with it. Maybe because it freaked out. Maybe I know I had it on simulcast, so you can go to. You're supposed to be able to go to the other games, and we do it all the time. So I don't know what happened, but anyways, maybe because it crashed. But I mean, this is kind of I think like a one-off. Anyways, I wasn't gonna like replay the whole season like Dwayne. I'm not that crazy. No, hell no. Woo. But anyways, that was a fun game. I wanted to play a little Fall Classic. It's been a while since I played some Fall Classic, so I wanted to give it a play, and it's always one of my favorites, so it's good to get back into it and try it out and play it. So thanks everyone for coming out. Be sure to check out if you want to see some good baseball action, Dwayne Martz YouTube network. And yeah, tell him Jester sent you over there, and leave a message for him and let him know, subscribe to his channel and get all that good stuff. So there you go. That is a Fall Classic with the fast action cards. So much better than charts that come with the game. Spend, I think they're like $10 or $15. Buy a couple of these, or there's even an online resource you can go and just like pull it up online and just hit a button and it'll randomize each one of these cards for you for free. So you don't even have to buy them. But if you buy a couple season files, buy a couple fast action decks, you can see how fast you get all the results on these cards for the outs and the running and running with risk and errors, and then you got all on the backside is all your bases empty and your error and range checks and everything. So, I mean, you don't need them, but they definitely make things go faster and easier, which I like. So, anyways, thanks, guys. We'll see you all next time. Until then, my friends, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you all down the line. Bye for now.